IDF releases names of fallen soldiers. Operation Protective Edge enters day 15. Kerry meets with Ban Ki-moon in Cairo. And protesters on both sides demonstrate in Tel Aviv. Shalom and welcome to the Jerusalem Post News. Today is Tuesday, July 22nd, and we are bringing you the latest headlines during Operation Protective Edge. The IDF released the names of 9 fallen soldiers on Monday night and Tuesday morning, including Lieutenant Colonel Dolev Kedar of Modi'in, Staff Sergeant Oded Ben-Sira from Nir Etzion, Sergeant Nodav Goldmacher from Beersheba, Second Lieutenant Yuval Haiman from Efrat, Staff Sergeant Yuval Dagan from Kfar Saba, Staff Sergeant Jordan Ben-Simon from Ashkelon, CWO Beinesian Kasuhan from Netivot, Staff Sergeant Tal Yifrach from Rishon LeZion, and Staff Sergeant Ohad Shemesh from Beit Elazari. The IDF also cleared for publication the names of 6 Golani soldiers who were killed on Sunday. A 7th soldier, Oron Shaul, was declared missing as forces were unable to locate his body. The number of Israeli military fatalities since the start of the ground operation stands at 27. Operation Protective Edge entered its 15th day on Tuesday as the IDF continued to strike terror targets in Gaza and uncover tunnels. Rockets from Gaza continued to be shot into Israel on Tuesday in both southern and central parts of the country, including Tel Aviv. Landings caused some damage. The IDF hit around 100 targets in the northeastern Gaza neighborhood of Shejaia overnight on Monday, saying that secondary blasts occurred after the attacks, indicating the presence of Hamas arms. Medical officials in Gaza say over 500 Palestinians have been killed since the start of the operation. Of those, the IDF says around 180 are terrorists. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry arrived in Cairo on Monday evening for ceasefire talks with UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon.
I know from talking to Prime Minister Netanyahu earlier tonight, Israel is obviously going to defend itself, but he feels deeply, as does everybody, what the pressures that this creates on civilians. But today, Israel lost more soldiers in defense of their country. And so Israel feels this as strongly as anybody. And it is important for all of us to try to make certain that we do everything possible. Hamas now has a decision.
Hundreds of Israeli protesters staged a pro-military protest in front of Israel's defense ministry in central Tel Aviv on Monday. Waving Israeli flags, pro-Israel protesters chanted songs of support for the Israeli Defense Forces and the soldiers in Gaza. Elsewhere, in the Jaffa section of Tel Aviv, hundreds of Israeli Arabs, some belonging to the Islamic movement, took to the streets to protest against the Israeli government actions and voice solidarity with Hamas. And that's all for today. We'll be back tomorrow with more headlines. For now, shalom from the Jerusalem Post studios.